If you are born on the 16th, or if you have a 16 life path, your energy is associated with the Tower Tarot card. If you look at the Tower Tarot card, which is the 16th card in the deck, what you will see is a man falling off of a tower, along with the woman getting struck by lightning and also dropping his crown. And this is because the number 16 is a karmic number. There are only 4 karmic numbers in numerology, and this includes 13, 14, 16, and 19. And what makes karmic numbers so special or different from all the other numbers is that karmic numbers lock the abilities of that number until a particular lesson is learned. But until that lesson is learned, the user or the native tends to go through reoccurring or repeating experiences over and over and over again. And they cannot get out of the situation until they learn the lesson. But once they learn the lesson, they actually unlock to a metaphysical ability that makes their life easier. The metaphysical ability associated with the number 16 is clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is clear vision. It's the ability to see through the veil. And the veil is the emotions that clouds your judgment and alters your perception. And this is because the number 16 reduces to the number 7. And the number 7 is the number of clairvoyance. But because 7 is governed by the planet Ketu, which is not a physical planet and only exists in the spiritual or the energetic realm and symbolizes moksha, which means liberation, enlightenment, and freedom, it causes you to sever your connection with the physical realm in order to be able to truly see. And this is why they call the number 7 the most unlucky and the most unfortunate number. But because 16 is a karmic number, the loss that 16s go through is way more potent than the loss that most 7s go through. And so 16 is one of the most destructive numbers in all of numerology, but it has the most potential for wisdom. And 16 is the most tapped in 7 out of all the 7s. This is the most spiritually and the most aware 7 out of all the 7s, but they have the most potential for crashing out and going crazy. Because the number 7 causes you to experience loss in life. This could be the death of a family member. This could be going completely broke. This can mean anything, but all 7s have to lose something. And what they end up gaining is some level of wisdom. But in 16's case, what the 7 is losing is all things tied to the numbers 1 and the number 6. The 1 is the ego. It's the identity. It's your divine right to rulership over the material realm. And so it also symbolizes status and authority. And the number 6 symbolizes love. It also symbolizes attachment to the material realm. And so that love can be relationships. And this is why the number 16 shows a man falling off of a tower along with the woman falling beside him, which symbolizes the number 6, which is love, relationships, and the crown falling off of his head, which symbolizes status. And that crown also symbolizes the energy of the sun, which rules number 1, so it symbolizes your identity. And then the tower symbolizes attainment. Then him falling off the tower and getting struck by lightning symbolizes losing everything. But that lightning also symbolizes enlightenment. And so 16s tend to experience loss either through love or through their ego. And once they go through this loss in life, the wisdom that they're able to gain from it is immense. And so 16s cannot be attached to the material realm. They can never fully attach to the material realm because their life's going to be extremely destructive. Every time as a 16, your ego gets too big. Every time as a 16, you completely trust someone else in a relationship, you're going to experience loss in some form. And so as a 16, you can never be too attached to the material realm because the number 16 is going to force you to realize how transient the material realm is. It's going to force you to accept the fact that Nothing in the material realm is permanent. Everything can be lost, and everything will be lost. And so what you're going to have to focus on are the things that you can't lose, which is all the things that are spiritual. Because the spiritual realm can't be affected by the material realm. It's the material realm that's transient. And so 16s are going to go through heartbreaks. They're going to go through betrayal. They're going to go through a whole bunch of destructive situations all throughout their lives, and it's never going to stop. And these situations are either going to drive them insane, or it's going to allow them to have immense levels of wisdom. It's their choice to decide. But as a 16, you're going to accept the fact that you're going to lose something very important to you in your life. 16s tend to die with the most trauma, but that trauma can be transmuted into great spiritual abilities. But as a 16, understand that when one door closes, another one is going to open. With every negative situation that you go through, there is something that you can learn from that situation that can be beneficial to your life. And as long as you don't attach yourself to anything that you encounter or come across in this world as a 16, your life will be meaningful and it will be fulfilling. It's only going to be unfulfilling when you form attachments on the material realm. I'm not saying like break away from your family and get away from them, or like don't get married. I'm not saying that at all. It's just what I'm saying is don't form an attachment that's going to make you feel like you can't live without that thing or without that person. As soon as you fully attach, as soon as you surrender yourself to a relationship or surrender yourself to a title that you have, or surrender yourself to something that you think is stable in your life, this is when you're going to lose it. When you seek refuge in someone else or something else, this is when you're going to be tested. As long as you always remain detached, as long as you always remain an individual without inflating your ego, because that's going to cause you to experience loss as well. This is when you will learn the lesson. And with that, I'll close. To learn more about my numerology teachings, click the link in my profile bio and read my book, Supreme Mathematics. Or if you would like a reading, just book a session. And you can also find that in the link in my profile bio. But have a great rest of your day.